So, I've been turned into a rabbit. That's new? Yes, new is definitely the word for it.
Well, may as well look on the bright side. I could scratch my face with my foot now, which was not high on my list of priorities, but was probably in there somewhere. Well, I'm not sure this is working. I understand if you'd rather shake hands and part ways now. It seems like a lot of trouble. Oh, you'll keep trying? Great! Thanks for sticking with it. I am one appreciative bunny. I had a dream last night that I turned back into a human, but then I got ready for the day and went to work before I woke up. So that's a 3 out of 10. Would not recommend. Honestly, the worst part of all this is my nose keeps twitching. Granted, it's mega cute, but it makes me feel suspicious. Owie! I just stepped on my ear! Which is a really funny sentence. So, to turn me back to normal, you just need to hang out with me? That's cool, I guess. Maybe you could start some sort of curse-based dating service. The shedding is real. That's all I have to say on that. I have a 24/7 carrot craving, which is loads better than the sugar craving I had before. Hey, I guess technically I've lost like 120 pounds on this rabbit diet. So, the shedding is... Honestly, the worst part of all this is my nose keeps twitching. Granted, it's mega cute, but it makes me feel suspicious. Kind of the chef to prepare me a fancy carrot, and of the waiter to try and scratch out the word Hazen pepper from my menu. I really enjoyed myself. Ah! No! No tickling the bunny! I know it's hard, but resist the temptation! Still no luck, eh? Do we have to do anything else to break the curse? Do we need, I don't know, a magical sword? Or a quest or something? Well, I'm glad for that much at least. I've never been on a quest, but I have a sneaky suspicion I wouldn't be particularly good at them.
Sorry, I was just thinking how much easier it is making friends as a rabbit, and caught myself wondering why I hadn't tried this sooner.
I dug up my own garden yesterday and built a den? A warren? Whatever rabbits build. I might get desperate and set a trap for myself. Honestly, the work... Owie! I just stepped... I have a... So... Ow! I have a 24/7 carrot craving, which is loads better than the sugar craving I had before. Hey, I guess technically I've lost like 120 pounds on this rabbit diet. Wow! I've never had a duckling swim up to me because it thought I looked cute. Maybe being a rabbit isn't so bad after all. Ah! No! No tickling the bunny! I know it's hard, but resist the temptation! How did you know exactly what I had a craving for? It's like you could see into my mind and read from a list of requirements I had. Spooky. I've literally never spent so much time with someone else before. So, are we gonna keep trying tomorrow? Great! I mean, I don't want to tackle this alone. And I'm sure you're busy, so This works for me. My word, the world is not built for rabbits. Have you ever tried opening a pudding cup with paws? I want pudding so bad.
Someone asked me if they could have my foot after I died. What do you even say to that sort of thing? I mean, I said yes, but I'm not super pumped about it.
I got chased by a fox today, which needless to say was not the highlight of my day. Anyway, the fox jumped into a ship, did a barrel roll, and flew away. Weird flex. There was a tortoise downtown talking smack about me. He said some nasty things, threw dirt at me, and then challenged me to a race. So I got the police involved. I ate a bowl of Trick cereal. I felt like I couldn't resist. Anyway, they're definitely not part of a rabbit's breakfast. I am very ill. Well, I can't speak for all rabbit kind, but in my opinion, you're pretty darn good at making one feel special.
Someone asked...
Well, do you want to come to a tea party? I got an invitation from a dormouse and an unsettling gentleman in a cap. I'm intrigued, but would prefer not to go alone. Do you want to come? Ah, no! No tickling the bunny. I know it's hard, but resist the temptation. Oh my, I maybe will sit out the next ride. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a rule about rabbits and roller coasters that we're unaware of. Better safe than sorry. How did you know exactly what I had a craving for? It's like you could see into my mind and read from a list of requirements I had. Spooky. Wait, did you say that in order to break the curse, you want to try a kiss?
Oh, well, sure. I mean, it's for medicinal purposes, right? I guess we can give it a try. So we have to kiss? Well, okay. I mean, it's for medicinal purposes, right?
I keep looking down and realizing I'm mostly human again. Now that is definitely unique relief to experience. Wow! My ears are still so soft, but now I can pet them with my own hands. I'm really fuzzy. Watch this. Every time I think of you, my foot starts thumping like crazy. What a weird reflex. Wow! Hey! You remember all those activities we were doing when I was a rabbit. Are you still interested in doing them with an almost rabbit? I'm asking for a friend. Someone asked me if I like peanut butter on my celery. And I said, not necessarily. They didn't get it, but I laughed for a minute solid. And now I am again.
Oh, look! I bit this radish into the shape of a heart. What a coincidental... coincidence? Care for a bite?
Hey! You remember... So, would you like a date... square? I love date squares. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to ask you. Someone... The curse is like 80% lifted. That'll get you an A in school. So, for Magical Quest, it's at least a B+. Someone asked me if I... Wow! No fair! I have considerably less tickling experience than you do. You're overqualified. I don't know what to say. Sunset at a fancy restaurant is exactly my idea of a wonderful date. Let's go again soon. No fair! I have considerably less tickling experience than you do. You're overqualified. Today, someone said to me, "Oh, what big ears you have!" And I said, "All the better to hear you with." I guess I'm just feeling pretty good lately. And that's largely because of you. So, thanks. I'm getting hit on by a lot of furries. On the plus side, furries are surprisingly pleasant and charming flirters. Someone asked, "Oh, look! I bit this radish." As cheesy as it sounds, I really, really adore taking those silly boats on the lake with you. It's just perfect. Wow! This is so wonderful! Here, I got you this hug? I hope it fits? Gosh, I'm lame. So, I've been thinking a lot about you lately. Do you want to go on a date? Like, not a friendly date? I mean, I'll still be friendly. I just want to be more than friends. These ears make it hard to not eavesdrop on others. I mean, I'm hearing some crazy gossip. Like real telenovela business. Oh, look! Oh, boy, one sec. Little lightheaded. Being around you gets my heart racing. Either that or my lingering rabbit/human DNA. Hey! Oh, what? No fair. I really don't want to disappoint you, but maybe I haven't been clear about how I'm allergic to roller coasters. We should definitely consider not really doing them again. I'm not sure if you're looking for a boyfriend, but it just so happens that I've been looking to be a boyfriend. Do you want a boyfriend? Yes! I mean, what a great coincidence. I'm really glad that worked out for everyone. Yes! I'm starting to get used to the stares and stunned looks. I keep pretending I'm some sort of rabbit-based celebrity. All this magic rigmarole really, tested my heart, I guess. But I wouldn't trade this for anything. I actually have a bad heart. Like a borrowed time kind of situation. But I'd rather have it strained than broken. So stay with me. You know, I had the oddest dream last night, where I ran around hiding eggs for children to find. So now I'm looking for a therapist. Oh, you know, I actually sort of miss the feeling of holding your hand with a fuzzy paw. Wait! I've got fuzzy mittens! Hold that thought! I'm a bit shy to admit it, but you're the first person I've ever kissed, and it was literally magical. So I'm afraid you may have set the bar a bit high for any future Nimh kissers. And now I'm blushing. You know, I had the... I... All this magic... I actually have a... Oh my gosh, did you mean to brush your hand against my, Wowzers, I am covered in goosebumps. Huh. I made the same sound as a human as I did as a rabbit. That's a lot to process. So, I would like to kiss you. May I kiss you? Like, for real this time? And, if you want to do more than kiss, I would be good with that. I'm not usually much for selfies, but I thought I'd send you a picture to make sure you don't forget me. See you again soon. Hey, sweetheart. You look like you could use a nuzzle. And I'm an accomplished nuzzler. Oh my gosh, I'm a bit shy to... Oh, you know, all this magic rigmarole really, Shall we dance? Are you ready to tumble down the rabbit hole with me? We mustn't be late for our very important date. You're definitely on some sort of quest to spoil me. Holy moly! I can't even begin to show you my gratitude.
Every time I think I couldn't possibly love you even more, you do something that rocks my socks. And my world. There's a lot of rocking going on, in other words. Anytime you may wonder about it, I'll tell you the same. I love you with all my heart. Hey, sweetheart. You look like you could use a nuzzle. And I'm an accomplished nuzzler. I hope breaking the curse doesn't mean you're, well, done with me. I mean, if magical transformations are part of the deal with you, I'm not busy this Saturday. How are you today? I've prepared us lunch, though I'd like to note there's a distinct lack of salt, caffeine, and other stimulants. I was thinking how nice it would be to climb to the top of that hill and kiss you underneath the sunset. Or the sunrise. Actually, we shouldn't even be worried about the sun. I catch myself petting my own hair still. It's harmless, but I've had to start carrying around a brush for emergency hair repair. I was thinking how nice it would be to climb. Who would have known that the most terrible thing to happen to me would turn into the most wonderful? I would endure being transformed 1,000 times if it meant being with you. I've been volunteering at the animal shelter more. The bunnies there all follow me around like I'm some sort of bunny king. It's so flattering.
Do you suppose they'll make a movie out of our story? Or an anime? Probably at least a video game, hey?
I tried to whisper something scandalous to you, but you didn't hear me, and now I'm too embarrassed to repeat it. Why am I like this?
I'm sort of a sucker for fairy tale endings. I never really imagined I might live one out. Do you have any plans for your happily ever after?
I hope... Who would have... Part of me is sad the curse is broken. I'd hate for you to have any reasons not to come by anymore. Also, I could hear the ice cream truck from 20 miles away. It's hard to say something so big and powerful, but I'm in love with you. If you can, I'd love to know what you think before I faint. My nose is still twitching. Maybe it wasn't the curse that did it, although my facial hair has been growing in a bit oddly lately. I was thinking, how are you? Who would have known that the most terrible thing to happen?
I don't know what to say. Sunset at a fancy restaurant is exactly my idea of a wonderful date. Let's go again soon.
Hey, sweetheart. You look like you could use a nuzzle. And I'm an accomplished nuzzler. Even now, you continue to shock and amaze me with how wonderful you are. I don't even know what to say. But I'll always start with thank you. And I love you. Hey, I was just thinking about you, and here you are. Talk about predicting a happy future. Who would have known that the most terrible thing to happen to me would turn into the most wonderful? I would endure being transformed 1,000 times if it meant... Who would have known that the most terrible thing to happen to me? I catch myself. I tried to whisper... I would like to take you somewhere that doesn't involve a ride with loop-de-loops or spooky jump scares. I wasn't kidding about the heart condition. How are you today? Who would have... My nose is still... It's... I'm sort of a sucker for fairy tale endings. I never really imagined I might live one out. Do you have any plans for your happily ever after? I can't even stop you. This is cruel and unusual. And I secretly hope you never stop. No. Good gracious. Won't you ever tire of this terrible habit of yours? No, stop. I'm so crazy ticklish. And my laugh makes me sound like a dork. No. Good gracious. Won't you ever tire of this terrible habit of yours? Hey, how are you? Good to see you. There's a whole day of adventures ahead. So, should we hop to it? I've been volunteering at the animal shelter more. Hey, I was just thinking about you, and here you are. Fancy seeing you. Actually, it's not fancy at all. I've been here for at least an hour, hoping you'd swing by. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Fancy seeing you. Actually, it's not fancy at all. I've been here for at least an hour, hoping you'd swing by.
Huh. I made the same sound as a human as I did as a rabbit. That's a lot to process.
Even now, you continue to shock and amaze me with how wonderful you are. I don't even know what to say. But I'll always start with thank you. And I love you. Hi, darling. Can I call you darling? Is that too old-fashioned? Do I sound like a mook when I say that? Wait, can I say mook? It's hard to say something so big and powerful. But I'm in love with you. If you can, I'd love to know what you think. Before I faint. I catch... Who would... I try... I would like to... I'm sort of a... I catch... My... Who would have... I would like to take you somewhere... No, stop! I'm so crazy ticklish! And my laugh makes me sound like a dork!